Good evening, guys. Happy Tuesday to all of your sunshiny faces. Well, I think I was telling you guys yesterday's vlog, or maybe over this weekend, that today my dad was actually taking off work today because Matthew and his girlfriend were moving into an apartment today, and so we were going to help move the furniture. So my dad had like taken off work so that he could go and help today, which is why I'm already kind of like confused. I told you guys I don't know if it was last weekend or the weekend before that, whatever. I was like so confused as to what day it was because of like the extended weekend or whatever. I don't know. It was just really weird. Or my dad took off, or he went to work an extra day or something like it wasn't this last week, it was a week before that or 2 weeks ago. I don't remember. But like already I'm feeling so thrown off because I'm like, wait, he didn't have work today. Like it was Sunday today. And then I was like, no, today was not Sunday. Because I'm thinking like, oh, he has to go to work tomorrow, but he doesn't because it's Tuesday, and it's just weird. He like never takes off like a random day during the week either. If he takes off work, it's always like on a Monday or like a Friday, unless it's like he's like sick or something like that, or like he something happened with his back or something like that. So like I mean that's like the only reason why he'd take off like a day during the week. So like even in my mind that is also insanely weird, and I can't like comprehend the fact that he was home today and it wasn't the weekend or like a Monday, Tuesday, or like it wasn't like an extended weekend. Like I mean sometimes we'll take off like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday kind of thing, but like it's never like a one random day in the middle of the week. So I'm all confused today. And then like they still had football practice too, so like him and Jack still went to that. So I'm like, okay, like that's normal, but like the fact that he was home today was like, it just felt very weird. But we were helping with the move today, which I think went pretty swimmingly for the most part, except for the fact that Matthew, his stuff all was not packed. So and it was also insanely hot out today. It was like another one of those 90-degree days, and I told you guys how like over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we were outside like almost all day, fixing up the backyard and like everything. Doing a lot of outside projects, and it was like the same thing, like 90 degrees. And as soon as I'm like done outside, I need to go inside and take a shower just because I'm so gross and disgusting and sweaty and a hot mess. And that was the same thing today, even though I didn't spend the entire day outside. But the moving furniture in and out, even though like, oh, it was like moving the furniture inside, then being in the air conditioning, it was like not even evening itself out for like the amount of time, like even the short period of time that like I'd be outside, which felt like less time than being in the air conditioning. But because it was so hot, it was just, it was very gross and sticky, and like I said, humid and just nasty. The weather was, I mean, it was nice that at least was not raining or anything like that, but it was just yucky and hot. And I mean, like I said, it was nice weather, but the temperature was not so nice. It would have been a lot nicer had it been 70 degrees or something like that. Even that is much more manageable and doable, but today was just, it was gross. So that was kind of the big thing. And then the other thing, like I said, was that Matthew's stuff was at his apartment, and having to move all of his stuff, he was not packed. And he's like, oh, don't worry, I don't have that much stuff. But the fact that like he wasn't packed, he had like nothing entirely ready, and also too that like he didn't have a lot of like boxes or like things to put stuff in. And again too, it wasn't that much stuff, like, but just because he didn't, and he was on, all of his stuff was up in the room in a townhouse on a second floor, so we had to walk like all of his like small little boxes like down the stairs. So like I'm trying to like load up like multiple boxes that I can take. Like they weren't boxes, it was like bins and stuff like that. And I mean it wasn't like that bad for the most part, but then also too like all his bedding, like he didn't have like a big box for like all of his bedding stuff. So I had to just like roll up everything that was on his bed and try and carry it out like in one trip. And then like he has 3 body pillows. It was like, what on earth do you have 3 3 body pillows for? So like all 3 of his body pillows, that was like one trip, and that's like a whole trip down the stairs and back up the stairs. Like I honestly want to check on my steps and how many steps I got in today, but how many flights of stairs I did today, because I honestly think that's probably the most I've done in like years, was just the stairs alone. You know, all of his stuff that wasn't like packed up. But overall, it wasn't that difficult to get this stuff moved and everything like that. And I got to see his cat for the first time, who I never got to meet. She is such a little cutie. And she's like so friendly. Like my aunt has got 2 cats. My cousin also, I think she might have 2 cats. But when I went to her apartment, I think maybe at the time she only had 1. But like, their cats are not insanely friendly. Like they'll maybe come out when like people are there. My aunt's cats really don't. Like they go and hide away like in the bedrooms upstairs and stuff like that. But like my cousins, I remember like maybe her cat came out. If there's like less people, sometimes like my aunt's cats might come out. You know, but like sometimes like they'll just come out, like look around, realize there's too many people, and then go back upstairs. Like they normally don't really hang out. And they don't like come up to people and like want to be petted like Matthew's cat does. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. Also too, just being like so friendly. Like I've never, like again too, my friend had cats, but her cats too, like not that they were like shy or like skittish or anything like that, but her cats were just very independent. They were like really a lot more outdoor type cats. Like they had a pretty decent sized property, and like I remember one time her cat caught a snake in the backyard. Like they were like hunter cats, kind of, you know, like outdoorsy cats. Even though they'd like sleep inside and stuff like that, they were still a lot more like outdoorsy type cats. So they weren't really like, again too, the like gonna come cuddle up and snuggle with you on the couch kind of cat and wanted to be petted and like that kind of stuff. Like I do remember they would like lay around on the furniture and like you could come up and like pet them on the, you know, like cat tree and stuff like that, but they weren't like that kind of cat really either. But I never really met a cat like that that's like so like friendly to people. And Matthew had even said too, like sometimes like if he was like in another room and the cat had like fallen asleep in like a different room and then realized like nobody's around, like the cat will start like crying, like because it wants to be near people. And I was like, that's really sweet, which is funny because I feel like a lot of times cats are a lot more independent. But I say that too, and like at the same time Charlie is very needy, but he also can be very independent when he wants to be. So I feel like that's kind of the same thing too. It's just I've never, like I said, like my friends' cats and like family's cats and stuff like that that they've always had have always been very like you just don't really notice them. Like they're just, if they are like more outgoing type cats and they will kind of be around a crowd of people or other people, they're just kind of like, you don't really notice them. They're just kind of like background, you know, like they won't really like walk up to you. Like they'll more like hide around behind the couch or something like that, or you know, like maybe they'll be in the room but like on the other side of the room. Like they don't really want a lot to do with you, at least a lot with strangers especially too. I mean, like I say that, but like again, when I did go over to my aunt's house for like one Easter, I remember like her cats were like in the living room like wanting to be petted, but like sometimes too it's just like too much and then like they'll leave like very quickly after that. Like they don't like to hang around. So like I said, I thought that was really cute, really sweet that you know, like I said, I met a cat like that because we had a cat when I was really little, but it didn't go over so well at the time when I was little. The cat thought that I was the dog and went after me and kind of attacked my foot when I was little. I don't remember like being scared or like even it hurting or anything like that, but yeah, it was like really scared of our dog at the time, and it was just not very a very good placement for the cat. So like when we've never had cats again since then. So but my parents did, like that was their first pet. I think that was their first pet, was the cat. But when I was little, I didn't have a very good experience with cats. But like I don't really have like, I'm not like scared of cats. Like I know some people that have like pet trauma, like from when they're little, like are like scared of those animals or whatever, you know, if it's a dog or cat or something like that. Like I don't. I was very little, and I remember my mom kind of making it a bigger deal than I did. Like, I mean, I probably cried, but I don't remember it. I think I was just more scared like that it happened than I was like it hurt me or anything like that. But I think too, just because I didn't then grow up with cats, like I've just not been a cat person. Like I've always been a dog person because we've always had dogs. So anyways though, yeah, today was moving day, and it was a lot of lifting heavy things and in the heat and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, I didn't do any of like big furniture stuff. I still moved some of the heavy single person carrying things too in the heat. So like I said, it was not you know, it was really the temperature today was just, it did not lend itself to being a very fun day for that. But we got it done, and you know, like I said, everybody all moved in and all that. And so when I came back though, I took a shower already. So, and I just brushed my teeth. So I actually think I'm going to finish a movie I started, and I'm going to get my pajamas on and probably just go to bed. So I'll see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see y'all your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.